I had this insight about a very interesting cliche that I would love to share with you. And that cliche is we must first love ourselves before we can love others. What does this actually mean? Let me try to illustrate this with an analogy. When we start to drive a car for the first time, we have so much to think about. We have to focus on steering while at the same time hitting on the pedal or on the brake. We have to know how to turn the right speed. There are so many little things that confound us at the beginning of driving, and this removes our ability to focus on the external environment and to appreciate it. But once we start to get more and more comfortable behind the wheel, what we find is that since the driving is now mostly automated, we have that free bandwidth to focus on every other thing that is going on around us. We're able to observe landmarks, we're able to observe animals, people, and there's just this sense of liberation that comes with that feeling of mastering the skill of driving. In the same sense, being comfortable with who we are, coming to terms with who we are and loving ourselves allows us to have a more outward focus because we're less preoccupied with everything that it entails to be us. All the thoughts, feelings, emotions, all of these things are not so overwhelming anymore, and so we're able to expand our full bandwidth to focus on other people. Of course, that's not to say that we can't or shouldn't try to love other people until we've reached some state of nirvana or something, but it is to say that how much we are able to give out is always equal to or less than how much we have embodied ourselves. If we want to improve on how much we are able to show other people love and appreciation and feel that concomitant fulfillment by doing that, we need to continue improving on our image of ourselves. That entails something different for everybody based on what their goals are, where they're starting from, and the rate at which progression happens. This analogy of driving actually connects that first cliche of loving ourselves before we can love other people to yet another cliche, which is fake it till we make it. And I think that one is a little more controversial. But what do I mean when I say that the analogy connects these two ideas? Well, let's think about that scenario again when we are new drivers on the road. We are not capable of faking being a good driver until we are a good driver. There is no such thing as a driver who is faking it till they make it, notwithstanding bad drivers who are overrating their ability on the road and imperiling other people and themselves in the process. In the same sense, we are not able to cut corners when it comes to first loving ourselves, coming to terms with who we are before being able to adequately shine that onto other people. While I'm not saying that we should never put ourselves in uncomfortable situations in order to learn, faking it till we make it is only accurate insofar as we are building ourselves ever so incrementally towards whatever goal we have in mind. In this case, loving other people, or to use that analogy, being a better driver.